Okay, let's go ahead and go over Rothschild in the encyclopedia from the 1920s. Click on his comment, go back and look. The woman has a story about the Rothschilds that is kind of contradicting because it only talks about the five of them in here, and her story's even older. I love this kind of stuff. We have been going over the encyclopedias. I also have a set from the 1890s since probably January, but the chosen ones got super pissed and took the account yesterday, so we're starting over. So make sure to go watch our video though. Rothschild, a famous European banking house. The founder was Mayer Enslem of Frankfurt on the Main. He was of Hebrew ancestry and was born in the Jews' Alley in 1743. His father desired him to become a priest, but he preferred the business of a money changer. He had a reputation for honesty and ability and rose from poverty to affluence. When Napoleon was marching on Cassel, the elector sent for Mayer Enslem and entrusted him with the treasure in his vaults valued at $5 million. Now, I have been told through the grapevine that Napoleon was actually his uncle, and that's why he did this, and so that you know what that makes Napoleon, which makes a lot of sense. The Jewish banker and his friends succeeded in concealing the treasure. She don't fucking say. Also, on a side note, when they took my account, they kept the money that I'd made for sales because, gotta pinch every penny, thus saving it from the grasp of the French. The prince permitted him to use the money for some time without interest. The safe return of so large an amount gave the banker a worldwide reputation. The family name of Rothschild was derived from a red shield or armoral bearing over the door of the building in which he did business. Mayer Anselm Rothschild set up 5 sons in the banking business in the 5 capitals of Europe: Anselm in Frankfurt, Nathan in London, Solomon in Vienna, Jacob in Paris, and Karl in Naples. Under his instructions, they formed a general partnership which controlled speedily the largest aggregate of capital known in ancient or modern times. The London house is said to have made $1 million in a few hours by acting on private advice and buying up English securities at a low price before the news of the Battle of Waterloo became generally known. Cheating since the very beginning. The House of Rothschilds has maintained its financial strength by admitting successive members of the family into partnership and by close intermarriage between cousins, thus keeping the wealth all in the family. Like I said, they all kind of like to do that. It is said that during the Napoleonic Wars, the house raised and loaned to the various nations a sum not less than $500 million. The larger public loans managed by the firm since that date have been for Great Britain, Austria, Prussia, France, Italy, Russia, and Brazil, aggregating, it is said, $2.345 billion. The firm holds a large amount of United States bonds. During the late war between Russia and Japan, the Rothschilds controlled practically the monetary situation. The firm controls so large a part of the world's wealth that nations are practically unable to go to war without its permission. So just remember that, because this book is before World War II. Y'all all know what happened in World War II. So if the Rothschilds are blues, and the Rothschilds also funded World War II, that means that the blues paid to do all that supposed stuff to the blues, just like they did on October 7th. In 1868, a Rothschild died in Paris worth $400 million. The firm controls the precious metals of Mexico. A Rothschild was the first Jew ever admitted to the English Parliament. I think that's kind of odd. Just in 1868, one of them died, and they were worth... That's just random. Anyways, we're going to go over it in the other book also.